You just gotta give it a damn second, okay? Fartmaster 18. I love seeing a Fartmaster 18 and realizing it actually is Fartmaster 18 and not an imposter. Ever been scuba diving? I want to preface this by saying I'm just one guy, and my opinion doesn't have to be gospel applicable to everybody in the world. But I don't think you'll ever catch me scuba diving because I kind of just don't get it. Yeah, you're like, I mean, you're seeing fish and stuff. You're looking at stuff. It's like an underwater safari. I don't know, it just doesn't seem... I just feel like for me personally, I think it just doesn't hold much cachet. That's true. I see fish up close every time I go to a Chinese restaurant, man. And I'm like, damn, I'll take that big one that's hanging upside down. Yuck, 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 yuck. Give me that gangster right there. +2. Don't +2 this. Oh man, you know you gotta go knee brace. You gotta go knee brace on this one. Give me that player with the X'd out eyes. That is fucking good. That's a funny comment. There's just a few things that I think, I mean, scuba diving is not quite like a no-go for my life. I just don't see myself being the initiating force. There's a couple of things I think that you will definitely never see me do. I will never get on a helicopter. Doesn't seem like a convenient way to travel, for one, and then it also seems like they crash all the fucking time, like constantly. Fuck you, buddy. That's just not gonna happen. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't think you would ever see me get on a motorcycle, to be honest. Skydiving? I don't think you're gonna see it, man. I don't think you're ever gonna see me skydiving. Bungee jumping? Nah, man. And I have a theory about these thrill-seeking activities. And the theory that I have is that people who want to do them don't want to do them because they think it would be good. They want to do it to like conquer a fear, but they can't do it asocially. Like they can't do it by themselves. They need a friend who is more scared to go with them so that they don't feel like they're getting mogged by adrenaline. Like here, some people might say, why wouldn't you go skydiving? Well, like, I feel like I would be really, really scared. I would go up in the airplane. I would be like, I don't want to jump out. And then I would jump out and have like an innate fear that I'm going to hit the ground Looney Tunes style and leave like a silhouette impressed like 100 feet into the soil. And then the parachute would go off and I would briefly feel relief. And then I would just be scared again. I would be like, oh, I'm still like a few thousand feet in the air. I'm just falling like a lot slower now. But like the parachute could still break or something. And then I would land. And I think that's where the average person is like, woo, I did it. But I think that I would just be like, I'm really glad that's over. I don't want to do it again. I don't think that there's the appeal to it for me is 100% that it would at some point end, but I could also just make it end by never starting it. You have to trust the thousands of people who said it's one of the most fun things ever. Yeah, or I could just trust myself because I'm me. Is that really a way to live your life? Is it really a way to live your life to be bullied into being scared, man? That seems psychotic to me, to be like, I'm going to farm aura by skydiving. I don't want to let gravity beat me. It doesn't make any sense to me. Horror movies, that's no problem for a fellow like me. Hang on, I need to get Pearl really quick to make this run really pop. Horror movies for a fellow like me, that's just another day at the office. That's what I'm saying. Dude, no shot if it feels as good as Blueprints. It's just, I don't believe it. I simply don't believe it. Will you go on roller coasters? If I don't want to give my wife the ick, yes. Yes, I'll go on roller coasters. What if she wants you to skydive? I hold frame and draw a line in the sand and say, if you think it's fun, you go ahead. I'm going to stay down here. Would you enjoy skydiving if you were 100% guaranteed you would live? I don't think so. I don't really like heights, to be honest with you. That's like a big part of it. It's like saying, like, if you were afraid of spiders, it's like, what if I brought a black widow in here, but I promised that it wouldn't bite you? Like, I don't think it works that way, man. What if the plane was full of spiders?
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I'm not scared of spiders, but if the whole plane was full of spiders and I had a parachute on, I might jump out just to be like, we're going to the same spot. I just want to get there without the spiders. I mean, I'm not afraid of spiders, but I wouldn't necessarily say like it's my dream to be surrounded by spiders. Damn, you kind of mogged me with Orange Julian, huh? Who kills the spiders in the house? It's usually me. I had to push back a little bit when my wife got me to do a husband duty this morning, okay? Like 2 minutes before the stream started, I said, okay, I'm going to go get ready for stream. And I went down, I started typing out a title. And then she said, Ryan, there's a little cat poop up here on the floor. So I put on the like no nonsense husband face. That was like, I'm not happy about the timing of this. I walked from my office up the stairs, and I swear to you, Daryl, she pointed at a modicum. I don't even think it was poop. It was just like brown debris on the floor that was like 1 atom large. And I said, that's it. I said, so I was, the angrier I get, the wittier I get, which is, it's like the Incredible Hulk, but for like saying some shit you regret. But I hit her with something that was like, you really think that's an appropriate thing to ask right now, is for me to come up here and get 1 atom of poop? Like that's beyond your ability, is to pick up a paper towel, 1 atom of poop. Instead, I need to leave the office, go all the way up the staircase and pick it up. And I mogged her bigly because she laughed. And then after I cleaned it up, she said, love you. And I was like, that's how I know I made my point clear. I definitely got the point across there. I laid it out. There's a big vomit stain. That's one thing, okay? There's a division of labor. Some people like steaks. Some people like hamburgers. You know, some people find the cat vomit disgusting. I'm kind of agnostic. I prefer not to have it, but like, I don't mind cleaning it up so much. But one atom of ambiguous debris that I don't even think was poop to begin with, that's crazy talk. That was beyond the pale for a fella like me. You gotta stay vigilant, fellas. That's what I'm trying to say. Is she in the chat right now? I laid it out. Imagine scuba diving and seeing an enchanted anglerfish spitting fire and ice. Dude, but that must be what it was like to be Paul Bettany in Master and Commander. Like, can you imagine being like the first fucking botanist on a new continent? Some of the shit that you would see, it would be the closest thing where you could possibly imagine the landing on an alien planet. You imagine being the first guy from Europe to see and draw a giraffe. They would be like, you are fucking lying, bitch. No shot. Yeah, okay. There's a horse with a 10-foot long neck. Are you stupid? No way. There's a horse but underwater? Shut your fucking mouth, dude. No way. Elephant? Yeah, the elephant. Oh, there's a horse with a 10-foot long nose. Okay, man. All right. Sure, whatever you say. Stupid ass. What about discovering penguins? I think people would believe you on penguins. What's not to believe on penguins? It's just a bird. They'd be like, you wouldn't believe it. I just discovered the cutest bird in the world. I hope it lives somewhere like easily accessible to us. That's the trick, motherfucker. It lives at the South Pole. And maybe like a little bit in Chile, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. And Australia? Really? Australia? Yeah, kangaroos crazy, man. Can you imagine trying to tell... Australia must have gone crazy back in the day. You know they were getting drunk and boxing the kangaroos, man. They still do? Shut the front door, man. It ain't AI, bro. It's obviously AI. Why are we cursing on stream today? I don't think that swearing is like I don't think it's a bad thing to do. I think it's a bad thing to do, like if you're in public and you're swearing for no reason, I think it's a little trashy, but I'm not in public. This is my private live stream. There's a few things you can't make me offended by. One of them is nudity, and I swear it to you, if I was walking down the street and there was like an old naked man laying down on the sidewalk, spreading his legs with his asshole just like wide open, what would I do? I would mind my own business. What do I care? I would rather not see it. If you're gonna gun to my head, would you rather see it or not see it? I'd rather not see it, but it doesn't leave... Interesting. It doesn't leave any impression on me. It's the Tom Green effect. You know what? Maybe it is, man. Dock lines. I've seen too much old man sack in the gym locker room. That's like saying the food's too expensive at Whole Foods, bro. You're at the expensive food store. If you're in the gym locker room, you're gonna see old man balls. That's where they congregate.
But I've seen my share.
If you're mad, you shouldn't be there. I would be offended if I was a naked old man and you were getting pissed off at seeing my sack. You're in the sack room, man. What do you think is gonna happen? And also, why are you making it weird? I gotta get naked to change my clothes. So it's the only way to do it. Hello, Luca. This one's for those ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer, the white gold. This one's for the good girls, them hood girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, flying, living it up in the city. Got the Saint Laurent with the Chucks on. I gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. It's too hot, hot darn. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. Too hot. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. Girls hit your hallelujahs. Girls hit your hallelujahs. Girls hit your hallelujahs. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Saturday night and we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Yeah, I do. That song comes up a lot on the Peloton. Like a lot. Like